So this is how it started. 5 years ago, I was pregnant with Langston. We knew he was going to be cute, even from his little ultrasound pictures. And he was born February 16th, 2016. These are his little footprints. It is Langston's birthday today, so we're doing this little video. He looked a lot like his mama's baby picture, and his brothers were right there with him from the very start. He was just so cute. We fell in love with him immediately. These are his two older brothers when they were babies, but there is quite a bit of an age gap between them, 7 years and 14 years. So this is when he got to meet Grandpa before he passed. This is a holiday dinner, one of his first holiday dinners. And he had Franklin's big fat cat Pablo to nap with. Another holiday, Christmas time, and of course we were in Spokane, Washington with lots and lots of snow in February when Langston was born and through that winter. He's always just loved his big brothers and has been fascinated with watching movies and hanging out and playing and just doing a lot of different things. He used to tolerate getting his hair braided. He doesn't actually like that anymore, but he does like going to movies. The last movie he sat through all the way and enjoyed was Black Panther. He hasn't been back to the theater for a full-length movie since then. This was his little party a couple years ago, and he actually flew to Antigua and flew to London and flew to South Africa all when he was little. So he had a passport very early on. Watch him eat this snowman. He used to love to eat snow. Now that we're in Arizona, he does not have as much snow, but he still loves water and chewing ice and all of those things. And of course, we are Seahawks and Saints fans here. So Langston loves to just read. He loves to, again, drink water, eat ice, watch movies, get tickled, get kisses, hang out with, this is him at his Auntie Jackie's house. He likes to have friends and just hang out. He's just been such a cheerful, cooperative, just lovable kiddo. So this is definitely the life of a well-loved child. This is us on the airplane with his big bro Franklin. He loves to take naps with Franklin, as you will see throughout this little video. This is when his big bro Isaiah graduated from college and with his bachelor's, 2 bachelor's degrees. That was Franklin with him there. And of course, this is his little cup of ice. One of his little friends napping with her and her little doll. This is him learning to eat. He used to love yogurt, but he doesn't like it anymore. Still loves bubbles, has always loved sensory type of things, and reading long books with lots of pages has been one of his little pastimes since he was really tiny. So Langston also loves, of course, popsicles because he loves the ice and snow and the cold sensation. And he is just, once again, just super happy, always ready with a smile, always ready with a laugh, and loves his sensory play. Again, these are some water balloons. It was a little set that you attach to the hose and it blows up all the balloons. You still love the hose water as well. And just playing outside, hanging out with Franklin, hanging out with Isaiah, hanging out with me, with his aunt Kenya, with friends. This is him in his little Panther shirt running. He's always been super coordinated and very fast with running, jumping, and everything. And I just think he has such a little perfect face. He's so kissable. So you'll see him get lots of kisses throughout this little video as well. So there's him with a book again, him chilling with Franklin, ready for nap time, hanging out with Haley, going on a little walk in the park with her and her friend, watching the water at the fountain at the park. pouring water into his bathtub out of a out of a cup, running in the sunshine. He just has such a fun life. This is him, of course, at his high chair eating. He used to really get down with some fried chicken to the point where you can see how he leaves those bones clean. He also likes to paint and watercolors, and he will sit with anybody watching a movie or on their phone. This is with Sarah and Trace at the airport. It's with Isaiah. Once again, he's just always ready with a laugh and a smile. Loves the kisses, loves hugs, big squeezes. Loves to play with any kind of like shape, toys, colors, textures, things that he can stack. He loves to run outside. Used to love running down the sidewalk, all the way down the sidewalk and back home, and being picked up, as well as he loves being actually turned upside down and swung upside down. So he also likes to spin in circles. We used to have a little swing that could spin him in circles with that. He loves to drink. Usually he prefers water, but once in a while he'll try juice. Otherwise, he prefers, water, ice, snow, things like that. Always interested in watching what I'm baking in the oven, and loves to run outside crunching the leaves. This is back when we were in Spokane and had our little fenced backyard, and he used to love to crunch those little leaves and run around out in the back. This is a couple years ago. Obviously a little better quality of photographs from a professional photographer who took these little pictures of him, and I just love how he photographs and how he is, just his energy. This is him during a Halloween. He was going as Black Panther, and this is that one time when he brought me a whole loaf of bread because he was hungry, and him hanging out with Isaiah, being all bundled, ready to go outside. This is him in his little rocking chair, his little old man, his little old man look. And then he always loved like stacking, organizing, putting things into little slots. So I made him this little homemade toy, kind of a sensory toy with putting dominoes in the little slots with the letters of his name. Again, he just always loved to nap with Franklin, lay on his chest, and fall asleep because that's his big bro. This is a Christmas when Isaiah was home from college and Langston was exploring his little school bus puzzle toy. This is him with a snowball, ready to eat that snowball. And he loves what we call tickle party. So this is him getting his tickle party on. He's always into getting that tickle party and getting his little armpits tickled and his little neck and everything. But then he has his more serious moments where he's feeding Cookie Monster, sewing up his cheese toy, or swinging or relaxing. He also used to have a little dinosaur thing that he would sit on and ride. Franklin liked to see him on that. I thought it was really cute. And this is a little bit of a throwback to when he's a little bit younger as a baby, but Franklin's football season and when he was a tinier baby back when he was in Antigua with Isaiah and I. And then we went to Dallas for Braiding Freedom, and he got some attention from the girls there with his bottle. This is one of his little play dates with Karma, and this is once again a little bit of a throwback to when he was tiny. But every time on his birthday, I like to throw back to his baby pictures. This is his snow cake, that birthday that we had. So much snow that I just made a big cake out of snow, and he could eat the snowballs off of it. He didn't always love the snow as far as getting off the school bus and walking in it, but he did love to eat the snow when he could. So he's just such a beautiful child, and we're so lucky to have him. Langston likes to do a variety of things. That was him kind of inserting some little sticks into the little container. This is the time when he did participated in research for an autism research project with University of Washington in Seattle. Once again, just loves the kisses. He has such soft little kissable cheeks. This is one of his little school pictures when he started preschool at an elementary school. This is how he used to get all the books out of my bookshelf and go through them. This is him visiting his big bro at the law firm that Isaiah used to work at. And I love this little thing when he got so surprised when that water balloon popped. Sometimes he'd come home from school and literally just get in the pool with all his clothes on because he loves water that much. But he's always adored his big brothers. Both Franklin and Isaiah have such a close bond with him, which is really special, especially in the absence of any connection with his biological father. Langston is definitely surrounded by love at all times. And this is him again with his grandpa before his grandpa passed. This is back when he was a littler baby, but I still love that picture. So I had to include it. This is when we went to South Africa. So wait for it. We are actually sitting with a baby lion. And this is Langston when he got to go to his second elementary school for preschool, the second year. So for ages 3 through 5, he gets to do preschool and pre-K. This is him with his big bro Franklin at prom. So he got to dress up and get a hug and kiss before Franklin went to prom. This is him supporting Franklin when Franklin had to get his wisdom teeth pulled. So all those little doctor visits and everything. This is us at a football game, all those cold football games in the Northwest. Langston finally got to, the stage where he could get through a whole football game. This is us at Halloween. I was the whistleblower and he was my little attorney. So we kind of have fun dressing up for Halloween. This is him again back at school with his sensory Play-Doh stuff. And a little throwback to back when he used to nap with Pablo, the kitty, Franklin's kitty. This is his second school picture. And this is, again, a little bit of a trip down further memory lane back when we were in South Africa and when we were in Washington, D.C. with my girlfriend, Mo. She got to hold him. And this is when we were in London at BBC Studios. So this is his 4th birthday party when we were looking back at those baby pictures, and he was again at school, back in the day when we were still in Spokane. This is Franklin when he was babysitting for a hair client and watching Langston at the same time. Langston used to love to take the cat toys and play with the cat toys on the trampoline as he bounced. He's always loved streamers and any kind of little accessories that he can twirl around as he spins or jumps. This is him visiting Franklin at Franklin's first job at the grocery store. And this is him back at school painting. This is the sensory-friendly Santa visit that we had a little over a year ago. And once again, our Christmas time last year in 2019 Christmas. And him coloring. He doesn't love crayons, but he loves to color with markers and sometimes likes to paint. But watercolors are his preference to anything that's, messier like acrylics. He doesn't love messes. He likes balloons and tape measures as well. And this is him. I always love to dress him up. He doesn't mind being dressed up. He's fine with wearing a bow tie and suspenders and heading out to school and looking cute. He just is more focused on the activities that he gets to do, whether it's reading books or playing with toys or playing at the playground at recess. This is when we got to go to Arizona for the first time to actually visit the campus of University of Arizona. And Langston had to get carried a lot just because there was a lot of walking, so his little legs couldn't really keep up. So Franklin carried him a lot on the campus tour. And of course, he was happy that they had water because he loves his water. So he's a little wildcat now. And this is just us hanging out. We used to have a hammock in our backyard, so we used to swing in the hammock. And Langston is always being patient with taking pictures. Sometimes he's a little more interested in taking them when he's not distracted. But that was, of course, his little 4-year-old shirt. And today he is 5. He's getting more independent. He's at school right now while I'm making this little video, but I'm getting things ready for him when he comes home. This is him with his Auntie Kenya, my sister. She changed her name from Esther to Kenya, for those of you who don't know. So this is her. This is back in October. I think it was September, October or something. And it was not warm enough to be outside with the hose, but he just really wanted to play in the water. So I had to go get him a little wetsuit so that he wouldn't be too cold out there with the hose water. And I've always just loved his confidence. He just goes through life. He does not care about anybody's approval. He has good posture. He knows what he likes. He knows what he's interested in. And I hope he always walks into the world with that confidence. This is us at Franklin's graduation with Franklin's dad. Super proud of him for getting through high school and this little contactless graduation. This is the day that Langston took my protest sign from the Black Lives Matter protest and just wanted to go study all those names, all the names of the victims of police brutality. This is his little sprinkler set that we got. Again, just he would wear out all of his water accessories on the deck, and he was really curious about this one, just watching the water spray out, and then he kind of was like unsure if he was going to get closer or not, and then he finally thought about it and picked up his little cup and thought, well, maybe I could actually catch water in this container, in this water bottle. So he always has good ideas. I think at the heart, he's really a scientist because he's interested in elements like water and wind and snow and ice and just things that are very sensory based, and as well as astronomy and planets. This is him actually with his godfather in South Africa. His godparents, Clyde and Lynn, are in South Africa in Johannesburg. Here is Langston this year. Fast forward to this year when we moved to Arizona, and he was definitely loving the fact that he had a tablet for the first time, and he got to meet Robin, a friend of mine, for over 20 years, and he's the littlest Wildcats fan. He loves the pools here because Arizona has great water play, and there's a pool almost everywhere we go. So he likes the trails as well for bike rides and stroller walks, and I feel like his legs are getting long. His biodata is pretty tall, so we'll see how that works out. He may be a tall one. And of course, he's named after Langston Hughes, the poet. And he loves to, read that book as well as many, many others. And going on his tablet, of course, to watch his universe documentaries and Cocomelon and so many other things. But he tires out, takes his naps. He's always ready to hang out with Franklin when Franklin comes over to see him, or take a nap with Franklin if he can. Franklin's usually busy with homework nowadays, so he doesn't stop by as often, but we love it when he does. This is when we were trying to learn sign language, which he wasn't super interested in. He tried, though, but he kind of didn't have the patience for it. This is us at the ranch here in Arizona. Him riding on Franklin's back, once again getting in that bro time whenever Franklin has time to stop by. And this is just such a sweet little picture of him that I had to include it. He loves to watch water, aquariums, fish, anything again having to do with light, water, just elements. This is his little snow maker that a friend got for him because we're in Arizona and there's no snow, so he can now make snow at home and he enjoys that. Look at all those teeth. He is just so full of energy and life. I love him in little suspenders and cute clothes. This is us visiting a local site, a local tourist attraction site. This is him chilling out with Isaiah, of course, and hanging out outside, one of our little favorite places to walk. As some of you know, Langston loves planets, solar system, astronomy, little videos about wormholes and traversable wormholes and black holes and white holes and all kinds of different facts about the universe. So he loves to learn and play with anything that's textural, hang out with his brothers. This is us going to the colossal cave, and he was not loving that as much, but he endured it. So that's him just out of the bath, and once again loves to ride on Franklin's shoulders. This is him working with some of Mom's acrylic paints and taking a little walk outside. He likes to go down the stairs, go up the stairs, hang out in his little astronaut costume for Halloween. And this is his backpack. He is now in school. This is his school picture this year, his at-home school picture, but now he's actually at school in person again as of mid-January. They started back. So in the afternoons, we get to go out and go for walks and hang out with the cactus in the sunshine, and he's getting so tall, so big. He gets on the bus at sunrise in the morning, so super early. It was like 7:20, then they bumped it up to 7:05. Now it's like 6:55 or something crazy. So he has early mornings, and these are his little curls. I just love his little curls, and even though he doesn't like his hair braided anymore, we still do the comb curls. That's his little moon, his planetary projector that he likes when he's taking a bath, and that was him at school. So yeah, Langston is 5 today, and I'm getting ready for his party. I just wanted to share a little look back at his last 5 years. So I hope you enjoyed the cuteness and the smiles, and we love our Langston.